We'll give him a plane to fly. Okay. You expect us to teach him about it? Okay. Nice. Wine down there.
Tonight, as well as being the opening night of the 8th successes Phuket Raceweek, there is also the Thailand launch. It is the Thailand launch of Mount Gay Rock. It's from Jamaica. So send your wife to get some. Jamaica, no, swim along the clock. I beg you. Successes Phuket Raceweek for the last 8 years. Raise your glasses, raise your hands for Mr. Grenville Fordham.
Hello everybody. We're going to have a very short opening ceremony or introduction, but before I do that, there is an announcement for those people who are moored in Geelong Bay. We made a slight error at the skipper's briefing. The long-tail boat, because of the tides, will be leaving from the Lighthouse restaurant, not from the Geelong Yacht Club. The long-tail boat every morning will leave from the Lighthouse restaurant, but will return to Geelong Yacht Club. You can walk along the beach at low tide, park your cars at the Geelong Yacht Club and walk the long-tail. If you heard that and you know anybody who didn't, please pass the message on. Okay, we are having a few words from a couple of our sponsors. So I'd really appreciate if you could listen up just for a couple of minutes. Welcome to the 8th Six Senses Phuket Raceweek. It's my pleasure now to introduce to you John Phillipson, who is the Managing Director for Phuket of Six Senses. He's your host, he's your title sponsor, so please give John Phillipson a round of applause.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the enthusiasm. I can tell you really want it. I wanted to say a few words. I know that we're here for the opening ceremony and the party, so we'll get on with that. I want to say, obviously, welcome to the Everson Phuket. It's been obviously a great time so far. We've been sponsoring this event for 8 years. It seems to be growing in popularity, and certainly the Best Asian Regatta of the Year proves that we're gaining in popularity. I wish you all the best. I think we're going to have a few days of great racing if the wind picks up. And I know that over the next few days you're going to have a lot of fun both on and off the water. So enjoy the next few days and enjoy. Have a good evening.
Thank you, John. Now, I don't think there can be anybody here who doesn't know that Mount Gay Rum is one of our co-sponsors. Hooray, Mount Gay Rum. I'm going to introduce to you now Xavier Dessau, who is the Managing Director for Southeast Asia, the Middle East and India. He's the Managing Director of Remy Cointreau International. They are of the French premium wine and spirits company with brands like Remy Martin, Louis XIII and Mount Gay Rum. So Xavier Dessau would like to say a few words to you. Give him a big round of applause, please.
Good evening to you all. It's a pleasure to be here, especially to talk about Mount Gay Rum at the Six Senses tonight. Thank you to our hosts, and it's a pleasure to introduce to you this rum that you're familiar with now all across the globe, the rum of sailors. One thing that we know is that we compete during the day. We fight to get to finish the line first. But at night we drink, and we drink Mount Gay. So cheers to you all. Have a great week and thank you. Cheers.
Okay, Mount Gay Rum. Right, the buffet is about to open. The mojitos are being served by the beautiful Mount Gay Rum girls. There's limbo dancing, steel band, fire juggling. Party on, and I'll see you on the water tomorrow.
The organiser of the Phuket Raceweek. How many years have you been doing this now, Graham?
Well, we've been doing Six Senses Phuket Raceweek for 8 years. This is our 8th year.
And always at the Everson Resort?
From the first regatta it was at the Everson. They're fantastic hosts, and they work together with us to make a great event.
Just beside the Chalong Bay and looking out to the beautiful islands, Lone Island and the other islands, is it a good location, not just for the parties but for the racing?
It's a great location. I mean, usually at this time of year we expect strong winds. This year I think it's going to be a bit lighter, but we get to sail around some beautiful islands, and for the visitors that's something they don't get the chance to do very much. So it's great exposure for Phuket.
You mentioned the forecast, fairly calm tonight. What is the forecast for the next 4 days?
The forecast for the next 4 days is lighter winds than we would expect. or hope for anyway, but there's a bit of a chance it'll come in towards the end of the 4 days with a bit stronger. But there's enough wind to race.
Is there a sort of minimum amount of wind speed you need, you say?
We need about 5 knots of wind to start a race. Otherwise it gets dangerous and impossible. But as long as we've got 5 knots, we can start a race and finish a race.
And what about maximum? Of course, last year I remember a Sunday, big storm, squalls. It was quite exciting, if not dangerous, but is there a maximum speed you'd stop at? Being in the monsoon season, it must be
monsoon season. Basically here, you rarely get winds that are over the... you very rarely get winds that are above 30, 35 knots. And that's challenging, but because Asian sailors are used to light winds, it feels scary for some people, but in fact, in other countries, they race in that sort of conditions often.
I hear you've got a couple of celebrity sort of sailors, one being a speed sailor, is that right, from the UK?
Paul Larson, he's an Australian. He's going for the outright world speed sailing record with a project called Sail Rocket. He's taken a break from Namibia, where they're doing the trials, to come here and race with the Da Vinci boat.
Which is one of your sponsors too.
Which is one of our sponsors. And the other personality is Dee Kafari. She's here as the Six Senses sailing ambassador. And she's sailing on the Andaman Cabriolet Nina.
Which is your boat, right?
It happens to be my boat, and she's sailing with us. And she's the only woman to have sailed single-handed around the world in both directions, with the prevailing winds and against the prevailing winds.
So, I mean, this is quite a coup, shall we say, for you to get those sort of very experienced sailors.
Yeah.
I mean, fast sailors too.
It's a coup. I mean, we don't get that sort of personality coming here often, but I think the event's gained in attraction. It's become more interesting, and we're building up contacts. So the more contacts we get, the more we can get these people here. For example, Dee is here on holiday. She's staying at this wonderful resort, the Everson, and she's going out sailing with us for a bit of fun.
Will you be sailing yourself, even though you're organiser?
I will. When this interview is finished, I have finished my duties for this evening, and I'll be out on the water for the next 4 days.
But not tonight.
Not tonight.
Just
tonight
on the rocks
I'll just be relaxing, enjoying the party, and then sailing tomorrow morning.
Is that a conflict of interest because you're organiser as well as sailing?
No, we have an independent race committee, an independent race officer, and an independent jury. I can't fix the results, even if I wanted to.
Right. You have a good team there, a good team of volunteers, I guess? We
have a great team of volunteers, and my company, Image Asia, has a great team of people who make it possible to put the event on.
And let's mention the sponsors, of course. This year you got a major one behind you, Mount Gay Rum, first time. Is that also a sort of a coup, yeah?
That's a coup. Mount Gay is probably one of the most prolific regatta sponsors in the world. They sponsor about 120 regattas a year. Mount Gay is the first ever rum. It was first distilled in 1703. And they're famous, and all the participants have been really excited that Mount Gay is with us this year. They're using this event to launch the brand in Thailand.
I mean, it's synonymous with sailors, isn't it, rum?
Rum and sailors go together, yeah.
But they're not going to be drinking it while they're sailing.
No, they'll be drinking it the night before, and we'll probably see a few hangovers on the water the next day.
Obviously, Everson as a host is also a sponsor, but mention some of the others, right?
Well, Everson is the host venue. The sponsor, the title sponsor, is Six Senses, the group that owns and manages the Everson. Then we've got QBE, which is a marine insurance company. We've got Frankie, a kitchen equipment company, which might seem strange, but they're a Swiss company. They're celebrating 100 years in business. They actually support the Alinghi America's Cup team, and they're here this year celebrating 100 years in business. And they're mounting a yacht chef's cooking competition on Saturday with some of the local Thai girls who cook on the boats, competing with each other.
So the chefs who are on board the boats during the racing?
Not during the racing.
No?
No, these are girls that work on the charter, in the charter business. They cook for charter guests. And they'll be up there on Saturday while we're all racing, competing. I think there are 6 or 7 of them competing for a prize. The judges are a couple of TV personality chefs from Bangkok. It's going to be a bit of fun, and it's a way of involving those people in the regatta.
And who's going to enjoy their food that they delicacies.
There'll be about 40 Frankie guests who I'm sure will tuck in.
So that's one of the highlights. Obviously parties every night. The public, of course, that's probably the easiest way they can join in, apart from watching. Where are the parties this year?
The parties, all but one are here at Everson, where we're standing now, the Into the Beach venue. Tomorrow night we have one party at Da Vinci Restaurant in Naihan.
A Thursday night, yep.
Thursday night.
Yep.
That's tomorrow night.
Yep.
That's right. Sorry.
Friday, Saturday.
Friday and Saturday are here. Friday and Saturday we have afternoon and early evening parties, so people can go and enjoy Phuket. Excuse me interrupting, just 1 second. I'm just doing a radio interview.
Okay, where were we? About parties, yeah.
The parties on Friday and Saturday are afternoon, early evening parties, so people can go out and enjoy Phuket. And then on Sunday we have our grand finale closing parties.
All about 6:30, 7 p.m.
On Saturday, on Sunday it will be 6:30, 7 p.m. At the Da Vinci on Thursday it will be the same time, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Anybody can come. You can buy tickets on the door. You can buy a ticket for the whole week, or you can buy a ticket for individual parties.
Okay. As for the racing itself, I mean, it's fairly close to shore here. Do you know the rough sort of routes? Where do they go?
It all depends on the wind on the day, but we do some racing out in the bay here, between here and the mooring in Geelong. We race around the local islands, Koh Bon, Koh Lon, Koh El, Koh He. So people can watch that from the beach in Rawai. It's probably one of the closest areas where the public can just watch us racing.
And we should not forget, you won the Best Regatta of Asia award. What was that all about? How did you get that?
Yes, we did. Well, we won the reward for being the best regatta in Asia. This was the Asia Pacific Boating Annual Boating Awards, where they award prizes for the best boat builders, the best regattas, basically every category in the marine industry. We're only the second regatta in Thailand to win the award. The King's Cup has won it once before. So we're very proud of that.
So what did you get for that?
We got a very heavy trophy.
So it's on display tonight somewhere?
It's just arrived actually, because we couldn't collect it ourselves. A friend in Hong Kong collected it for us, and she's here tonight joining the party, and she brought the award with her.
Well, I'm sure it's well deserved, and you enjoy the parties tonight, but also good luck in the racing yourself. Hope to talk to you maybe after Sunday's races in the final, see how you get on.
Thanks, Grant.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, mate.
dancing in a tent. Apparently it's more difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm Phuket welcome to Just Steel!